It is so good to see you today. Where are we? We're at Rock. Now, why have we come to Rock? It's not far from Padstow. Overlooks an absolutely stunning estuary. Now, loads of you, and I mean loads of you, said, Gary, you've got to give Paul Ainsworth restaurant a try. Now, Paul Ainsworth's got a Michelin-starred restaurant in Padstow. It's called Number 6. We're not going there. Where are we going? We're going to the Mariners. Wow. Take one look at this place. It's just been recently refurbed. Now, what I really like is owned by Paul Ainsworth and his wife. And do you know, I really like Paul Ainsworth. He started off right at the very bottom there, and he went to catering college in Southampton. Then he worked under Gordon Ramsay and then Marcus Waring. So he's worked all his way up to the top. He's been on quite a few TV cookery shows. Yeah, a guy I really admire because he's a nice guy. As always, and I am really looking forward to this, let's give it a go. Let's not get knocked over. Yep. Here we are inside. Just a little bit blown away, to be honest, because you've got a beautiful seating area up here. Now, as you look out here, you can overlook the bay, all open plan there. You walk through, I've got to say, I was greeted, service, whew, absolutely top. Come up here, sir, no problem at all. Now, naturally, we do reviews where they don't know what we're doing, so it's not a question we've come in here and oh, we better give them a nice table and all the rest of it. No, we've also come in here nice and early as well, so it's not particularly busy, which thumbs up because it makes doing the review far easier. So I've got the menu in front of me. They have some small plates, they've got pie, then they've got large plates from the grill, salads and sandwiches, sides and custard. Now, again, I'm just looking on the small plates. If you're into your squid, sausages, real good range. However, now I'm actually going to go for their St. Austell Bay mussels. That comes with coconut lemongrass, chilli, spring onion, red peppers, basil, and a miso broth, and some mopping bread. Yes. Now that's £14.50 for it's a smaller portion. If you actually fancy a large portion, that's £20.50. Now you're not going to have with that. I'm going to have a scallop as well. They're grilled hand-dive Cornish scallop with Café de Paris butter. They're £10 each or 3 for £29. I'm just going to get one because I want to sort of give it a try. Now the other thing which I really like to look at was their pie. Cornish shepherd's pie, which is slow cooked lamb shoulder and seaweed ragu, basil and mint salsa verde. That sounds rather interesting. All in all, oh, if you turn the menu over, you've got wines galore, white, red, sparkling cocktails, rosé, dessert wines, spirits, cask conditioned ales. Yeah. Whole thing. Now I'm just taking a look here as well. They've got some Mariners special, which is half pint of crisp king prawns. Now I was actually interested in doing that. That's £14. You've got Cornish lamb there, asparagus, carrot cake, everything. Okay, I'll see you when the mussels arrive and the scallop. I'll tell you, the menu's not for the faint-hearted because it is a little bit on the pricey side. So, for example, my shepherd's pie, which I didn't say, was £22. It is up there price-wise, but again, it's about the quality, it's about the location. I mean, take a look at the location. It's top drawer. The one thing I was going to order on the menu, the dog's pollock. That would have been different, wouldn't it? A crisp pollock hot dog, pickled cucumber, triple mustard, dill and parmesan with skinny fries, £22. I actually did like the look of that. However, I can't have fish and more fish, can I? That's the reason why I went for the pie. Okay, see you when the starter arrives. Here's the mussels, and here's my scallop. I've got to say, presentation of that scallop. Bearing in mind I only ordered one, so it's there on a bed of seaweed. Nice bit of lemon. I'm going to try that one first, and then I'll come to the mussels afterwards. Let's get a little bit of lemon in there. Oh, now that buttery sauce. No, I'm not actually going to put all that in at once. No, I am going to have to put it all in at once because it's going to be too messy to cut it all up. Let's put it in and savour. I'm quite sad. It's gone. It's done. It was buttery cooked, exactly as I like it. Buttery. It was a taste of the sea in your mouth. So soft. The mussel, I can't. A scallop. I cannot tell you how good that scallop was. Oh my dear. So smooth in your mouth. I really wish I'd ordered 3 of them. That was incredible. That was probably the best scallop I've ever eaten in my life. I feel quite sad. I really took my time, took all the flavours. It was like the sea was in your mouth. Then we had the citrus flavour from the lemon coming through. That gave it another little twang. Oh dear me. I feel quite sad. However, not too sad, because now it's on to the mussels. I do like that presentation. I think that's really clever. So, a couple of slices of bread here. Dip into the broth. Now, what should I do with that? I'm going to pop them there just for a second. Now, take a close-up in there. So you've got your chilies in there. Obviously, mountains of mussels, onions, red peppers, basil, and this miso broth underneath. I'm going to just dive into one of the mussels. So let's pull that open.
How are you getting on? I know you
wow.
Scallop, but
the scallop was outrageously good. Yeah, that was fantastic. Thank you very much. See what I mean? The service is great here. Let's pull the mussel out there. Let's get all the flavour. Do you know what I really like is that lemongrass. You can pop that there. Just a quick wipe of my fingers. Have the lemongrass, then you have a bit of a zing with the chilli. And then that miso broth. I'm actually going to get down here and just try some of that miso broth. The only way of describing that, it's got, how can I say, it tastes like Thai, Thai food. It's definitely got that Thai feeling. Dear me, that is so good. No, I'm going to, you try to make an escape there. And the mussels are plump, they're juicy, and again, a nice little sweetness coming through. And you know, again, as a combination, the mussels are fast becoming one of my favourite foods. They're not too filling. They're, in the nicest possible way, quite easy to cook. But the essential thing is what the sauce that you have with it. That's got to work. And here, the chilli. It's a real light chilli. It's not overpowering. It kind of brings a tiny little kick, and it isn't massive. It's a tiny little kick there. Again, because the mussels are sweet, the chilli, and then the lemongrass brings it down, because obviously the lemongrass has got a citrus flavour in there. So you have the sweetness, you have the, if you like, a little bit of heat as well. Well, what I'm going to do, really sorry, I can't let these guys go cold. I'm going to dive in and have some fun. Wow. Let's try some of this bread. Let's dive into the broth again. Get loads of broth on there. Some of the best mussels I've ever had. And I do like the way the bread's toasted as well on the griddle. Oh wow. Okay, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you guys shortly. You can tell I'm enjoying this. These are quality. This is what it's all about, is this broth. The flavour is so good. And I tell you, the herbs in there gives it a real freshness. And as I said earlier on, the lemongrass, a bit of a zing. And again, the chilli. But I can have that, just the broth. You just sit here. Definitely a taste of Thailand in there. By the way, I've never been to Thailand, so I'm talking about Thai food. Here's my shepherd's pie. Shoulder of lamb. I've got basil and mint here. Yeah, I love the presentation. If you like, that's actually quite a big, deep bowl there. Now let's go into it. See all the steam coming out. And that's interesting because you can see the shoulder of lamb, and it's proper pieces, so it's not all minced up. I do like my lamb, and what I do like is that shoulder of lamb in there. As I said earlier, it's not minced, it's there. It's big chunky pieces of lamb. The potato is creamy. It's got a real richness to it. You have some cheese in there as well, all adding to the flavour. And I'm telling you, that is. Now you've got these little bits on top. They're adding a fantastic crunch. Now I'm interested in trying this with basil and mint. Got to always have mint sauce with your lamb, don't you? That is pipingly hot. You know, I've never combined basil and mint. I mean, loads of you are chefs out there, and I'm sure one or two of you have, but the basil and mint, that goes together incredibly well. I've never had that before. That is a fantastic combination, which goes perfectly. That's genius. Is it one of the best shepherd's pies I've ever had? I'm trying to think of a better one. Yeah, it's definitely pricey. Sometimes you've got to pay for the quality. Yeah, that's probably the best shepherd's pie I've ever tasted. Full as well. It's full of lamb. I mean, I can't show you there. As you dig down, there's so much lamb in there. You can see there, look. So portion-wise, there's no skimping on the lamb shoulder. None whatsoever. Flavours, they're all in there. Oh, wow. It's the basil that's got me. I'm absolutely perplexed with the basil. I've never thought of having mint and black basil combined, ever. But I'm going to have it from now on. Do you know that would actually work perfectly on a leg of lamb? Putting it on a leg of lamb before you actually put it into the oven, and then all the juices into the gravy. Oh, that's what I'm going to do next. Okay. Oh, dear me. It's very awkward because the price is this worth the money? It's the best I've tasted. Okay, I'm going to tuck in, and I'll see you shortly. Wow. Okay, so I've got the bill, and I've paid the bill. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go outside and give my final thoughts outside. It's actually got very busy in here. By the way, two guys sitting next to me, Chris and John, they watch the channel, so just saying hello to them as well. My thoughts. It's some of the best food I've ever had. It's an awkward one because it's also very pricey as well, but it's quality, real quality. What mark would you give it? I'll see you outside. Okay, so here we are outside. My first impressions of the pub, beautiful. That is one fantastically designed pub, really well appointed. I really like the fact that all the tables are quite nicely spaced out, so you weren't sitting on top of each other. In the summer, you've got a front area that you can sit out in, and then you've got the balcony area there as well. So yeah, service was A1, absolutely superb. Yeah, I really like the pub, brilliant design. Now, it's about the food. Scallops, or scallop. Yes, that was so good. I had it in my mouth. Oh, I just savoured that flavour. It's fresh, creamy. I've said it all. But oh, that was probably the best scallop I've ever had. Then onto the mussels, love them. It was the broth that made the mussels so good. Everything about that, they were the best mussels I've ever had. Then onto the shepherd's pie. Now it was different because I'm used to shepherd's pie, not shoulder of lamb, nice big chunks of lamb, very cleverly done. The basil going there with the mint, I've never thought of doing that, and that's something I'm going to try again and again. All round, three of the best meals, three of the best dishes I've actually had, three of the best individually. It's Paul Ainsworth and Mrs. Ainsworth, really well done, really well done. Now onto the bill. And this is the frightening bit, because if you like, my scallop was £10, small mussels £14.50, and the shepherd's pie £22. No service charge, and I did leave a tip because the service was A1, as I said earlier on. £46.50. £46.50. Now, if I had a blind testing there, I've actually said all three of them, as I've said to you, three of the best I've ever had, in three dishes. So then it comes down to price, doesn't it? But again, you've got to look at location, you've got to look at the quality, the service, the presentation, the flavours. You've got to take that all into account. You know, this isn't just run of the mill, this is top end. The other thing I could have had dessert, but it was too much for me, the huge range of desserts there. So what marks? What marks? I'll tell you what, I'm not interested in the bill, I'm interested in the quality of the food. I'm interested in that view out there. Would I come here again? Oh God, yeah. I'd come here again in a heartbeat. It's a 10. It's a 10 all day long. You're ever down in this area, okay, forget Padstow for the time being. Get down here to the Rock. You've got to try the Mariners. Paul Ainsworth, very well done. Very well done. Love to hear your comments, guys. Really would like to hear what you thought of that food. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, you know I always appreciate that. And until next time, just take a look at that view. That's what it's all about. No running away today. I'm just going to sit here for a while. Just enjoy it.